Today, from SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's Week 15 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Los Angeles Chargers taking on the Denver Broncos.
From the future home of Super Bowl 56, there's a... Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway in Southern California. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And I'll bet right now just one thought in his mind.
Win the game, yeah.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions,
no,
right?
Two touchdown passes last week.
Passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. The first carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. But certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. They'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And they'll be led out by their 3rd-year quarterback. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Now back to throw. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. A couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They're going to look to throw. And Davis with it left side. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, this shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. 2nd down and 3. They'll set up to throw. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. That right right there, career catch number 541, and that's significant because it ties him with Hall of Famer Kellen Winslow, who also obviously played the tight end position. Yeah, and helped revolutionize it when he was in San Diego. But how about what we're seeing right here? You're talking about 541 catches at the tight end position. You talk about lofty territory, rare air. He has a lot to be proud of in his career. Here's Chase now on the jet sweep. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, instead of 4th down after the incompletion, it'll be 1st down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a...
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. It's their quarterback taking it in. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. So the Broncos come back out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
An extra quarterback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. The Broncos send out their punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Heading back out, the Chargers offense. We get a peek at the playoff picture of the AFC. And for the moment, they're sitting pretty in possession of that number 2 seed. But as we know it often happens, this is all still subject to change.
Oh, you're so right about that. But even though the math isn't there yet, I think it's going to take new math for them not to make the playoffs. They're almost certainly going to be in the tournament and certainly going to be a dangerous team if you have to play against them.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
He'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. And the drive starts with a completion left side. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd and 8. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gain, they can run that play on any down.
So that last play gives them a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. They'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 3 yards the gain there. 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Here's 2nd and 8. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And, Charles, you look at this defense. They were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling. But if somehow they fashion some plays together early, knock them back on their heels, that looseness can be used against them. Then they're trying to scramble to make sure they get their game right.
Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. 1st and 10 at the 19. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Back to throw here.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off at the 12. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field, coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll look to throw.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass trick in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. They'll set up a throw.
Quickly into the hands of Beckham.
And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 39.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw, and that's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Quick slant caught by Chase. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Back to throw again.
And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
They'll look to throw again. Throw left side complete. That's Davis.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6.
Back to throw. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers.
Jamar Chase
with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here comes Andrews. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Broncos going to go on offense now late in this first half as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. He'll get that complete to Albert O. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. 2nd and 4. He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They go play action here on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. And 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 31-yard line. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, this from 48. Badgley able to knock this one through, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll get our tour started out at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. And it's the Raiders who have the lead in the second quarter. Josh Jacobs, 2 touchdown runs on the afternoon. From there, we head down south to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And as you see, they were losers earlier this afternoon. Jimmy Garoppolo, 5 touchdown passes, leading his guys to the victory. Lastly, let's get out to Jacksonville, see what's happening with the Jaguars at TIAA Bank Field. And they were losers in that game as they fall to the visiting Kansas City Chiefs. The Chiefs continue their playoff push as the victory runs their mark to 9-5 on the year. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Chargers getting ready to go here to start this third quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. On first down, this is McCaffrey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days that they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football? Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they are a full part of the passing game, and we see a lot of big plays as we just saw there.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
He kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up 2nd down and a bit farther.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown, Chargers. Gerald Everett, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
McManus's point after is good. And the lead is up to 18 now. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the gadget play gets him into the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the 2nd half. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. 2nd and 9 now. Quick hitter here. It's complete. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got an open man. Finds Gibson. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the slant, completes to Sutton. A good gain on 1st, has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's complete, Okuebunam. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. On second down, Williams. Room here to run. The 20, 10, and he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Down in this one, they needed that score, but they'll have to hold at least for the time being.
You're exactly right. Points that they had to have. As you said, they have to regroup now and see if they can get them another way.
Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, second down. The last run got a couple, here's 2nd and 8. On the draw, it's Gibson. And he'll be close to a first down at the Charger 17. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Williams. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Badgley's kick is good. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the 3rd quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
And the LA offense ready for this next possession. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it, and you know that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 79 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. He completes it to Beckham. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. McCaffrey. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Again, McCaffrey. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Christian McCaffrey hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Back to throw now on 1st down. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5. Working with 2nd and 5 now. They'll look to throw here. Out quickly to Judy. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Kenneth Murray in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the Chargers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 125 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now he's forced out left. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They run with McCaffrey off the option. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Chargers extend this fourth quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. McManus's point after is good, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here we go with Williams. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. A pretty nice, strong run, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. Another run with McCaffrey on second down. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Chargers, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year.